Hey guys, welcome to Character Red Woodshop. If you're new here, my name's John and I represent the Character Red brand. If you're not new here, thanks for checking out another video. So a couple months back, I joined a group called Project Mike, and what that stands for is Makers Inspiring Kindness and Empathy. So the creator of the group pretty much reached out to one of my buddies on Instagram, and he wanted to make a group of talented makers crafting custom pieces and donating 100% of the proceeds in an effort to support veteran organizations. For this first one, he wanted to donate to TAPS.org. And if you're not familiar with TAPS.org, I will link them in the description below. That way you can go check them out. And if you want to donate, feel free to. It would support a great cause. So with starting this build, I had a simple build in mind for either a veteran or a law enforcement officer. So of course, I'm going to start out with the American flag because I'm quite comfortable with working with the American flag. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, buddy, we've already seen you make a ton of American flags. We've seen you make a walnut American flag, a law enforcement officer American flag. Well, this time I wanted to put a little twist on it. I had a few ideas that was twirling around in my head, but I really came across one a while back that I've really wanted to make. And I got the idea from one of my buddies over at Workshop 1776. He is another YouTuber and he has a pretty awesome Instagram account. But he made a gear holder, and he made it for a Navy chief. I can't remember why he was making it. He put out that project, and it was one of the first videos that I ever watched of his. And I wanted to do that, but I wanted to put my own twist. So before you change the video, it's not a typical American flag build. So we're going to have some galvanized steel, and it's going to turn out really awesome. So I'm going to glue up two pieces. These are both going to be 36 inches long, and I made them out of about 5 pieces of wood that I got at my local hardware store here in Okinawa, Japan. Alright, so after the glue ups were done, I laid out a couple of sheets in 2 rows of shop towels because I knew I was going to end up spray painting this. I actually made this project during the quarantine of COVID-19 when everything was really restricted, so I couldn't really get out to any hardware stores. Alright, so after a quick sanding and a few beers later, I'm going to move on to actually routing this. So I quickly changed out my roundover bit, and I'm going to put a chamfer on this because I wanted it to have a little bit of a different design than some of my normal projects. I wanted to clean it up a little bit, and with what I'm planning on doing, I'm going to layer the 2 pieces that I glued up together. So this chamfer is really going to make this top piece and the half flag that I'm creating stand out. So after you get that cut and get everything routed, then we're actually ready to start making this American flag. Alright, and now it comes my favorite time, is lighting up the torch and burning some wood. So if you've ever watched any of my burning videos before, you just got to remember to take what the wood gives you and try not to force anything too much unless you kind of really want to go for that look. But I just try to take what the grain is going to allow me, and that normally works out pretty well for me. Now I'm going to hit the first coat of blue spray paint over on the union side. And I've got a special idea, so you're not going to see the union get completed until the very end of this project. Alright, so you're going to hit both the stripes and the union with a couple coats, and this is my favorite part, is when you're going to peel off the stripes and expose that burned wood. I love the way that the red contrasts. And I made a rookie mistake right there. I kind of just tilted my phone and it ended up dropping. But here's the stripes being unveiled, and I've got to take a couple pictures because I want to capture this for the Instagram account and make sure that everybody's getting the behind the scenes, because that's primarily what I use my Instagram for. So the second piece is going to be the same thing. I'm going to end up spray painting this black because I want the American flag to really stand out and really pop. All the materials being used in today's build video and project is going to be linked in the description below. This is the galvanized steel pieces, and you see me putting them together. I actually made a mistake and ordered the wrong nipple to go on this thing. I know it's a weird word, but that's what it's called. It's called a nipple. And here is a portion of the flag already almost built. So now we're going to take the angle grinder, and with the back screws, we're just going to trim those down and make sure that the angle grinder gets them nice and flush with the back. And what would sparks flying be without a nice slow-mo clip? Alright, so I know that probably drug on for a little bit longer than it needed to, but I really like seeing sparks fly. The next step we're going to go into is actually cutting the keyholes out with the keyhole bit, and I need to make a jig for this, I just haven't. Alright, and now what you guys have all been waiting to see, here is the finished product. I think it turned out pretty great, and I'm really glad that it went to one of my neighbors. He was so kindly to help out, and it helped us raise some money for tap sword. Remember guys, if you like this video, give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel, it'll really help me out. And that's about all I got. Stay tuned for some killer outtakes, and we'll see you next time.